What is up, Lightfighters? Welcome back to the channel. This is, in case you have forgotten, the Lightfighters Anonymous YouTube channel. And as I film this on this brisk morning in my front yard here, it is about 30 degrees on New Year's Eve day. I just want to talk briefly about 2025 and the program here at Lightfighters Anonymous, and then look a little bit forward to 2026. First off, a big shout out and a thank you to all the guys who have started following me on the YouTube channel, showing your support there, and an even bigger shout out to the guys that have gone on lightfightersanonymous.com, looked up, found out about the program, and came out to an event. Last year, we hosted 4 completely free, or funded by me, but completely free to participant light fighter patrol field exercises. And what these are is basically field training exercises where guys get to come out and practice their field patrolling skills. A couple years ago, I saw that there was a hole in the market for really quality, affordable training that is actually pretty practical just to the modern citizen or the modern American. So that's what the program is about. But over this last year, so many people have shown a ton of support. We hosted 4 amazing events with participation numbers in the 30s for some of them. That was awesome. And I want to give a big thank you and a shout out to all the guys who helped make this program a possibility and come true. And a big thank you so much. So I made a quick video montage and we're just going to roll right into that.
This got me in the knee pretty good.
Just doing some B-roll.
For a couple minutes.
So I'll be quiet, B-roll.
I know.
I can't even get it out. Is that how you speak to the river reconnaissance team?
Sweet. Pano. Shot. Wow. Alright, everybody ready to have some fun?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Oh, gross. Oh, spicy pepper tuna.
Let the tool do the work.
So, as you guys know, 2026 is upon us. We had a very successful last year, and although we took a little bit of a hiatus from our YouTube content, we have kept our foot on the gas pedal, planning for 2026, and we are bringing again 4 awesome events for the 2026 year. And I'm here to basically kind of fill you guys in, tell you about those, and start building some hype for these events, because without you guys watching on the channel or coming out to the events, none of this can come true. So without further ado, I don't want to mess this up. I have a notepad just so I have the dates right. Guys, 4 events next year from Lightfighters Anonymous. These are invite-only events. You have to be invited by some member of the organization. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. It's not too difficult and it's not too daunting. But the 4 events we're hosting next year, we've realized that we kind of have a hole or a big gap in a training. We have a lot of combat veterans who are interested in the program and they come out, and we had a lot of guys without any patrolling or combat experience. You don't have to be a super duper paratrooper to come out to a Lightfighters Anonymous event. All you really need is a good attitude, a good base level of fitness, and then pretty much your own personal equipment that you need to survive in the field. You have to be self-sufficient. So what we realized was we had a little bit of a training gap in our curriculum, and we had some guys who really knew what they were doing, and then we had some guys that were kind of drinking through a fire hose, an information fire hose, if you will. So due to that, we are now hosting 2 specific events this year, 2026, that are going to be only training focused. They are not LPFX or FTX force on force events. They are kind of more learning style, informal learning, or just kind of a camp out, if you will, where we've got specific topics we're going to talk about and teach each other as a group. But these 4 events we're hosting next year are the Lightfighter Basic course. This is for guys who are a little bit less experienced in patrolling and want to pick up some more information or some more experience from some combat vets who will be teaching all sorts of different stations along the patrol. Coupled with that event is also a Lightfighter Challenge. Now, those 2 events are going to be held on the same weekend of March 21st and 22nd of 2026. If you want to arrive the night early by Friday night, we usually have a little community campfire and a gathering and some bullshitting going on. But that is the first event. It's a Lightfighter Basic and the Lightfighter Challenge. Yes, actually 2 events in one. Lightfighter Basic will run on Saturday, and then the Lightfighter Challenge will run Sunday morning, very early, starting Sunday morning. The Lightfighter Challenge is basically a buddy team event where buddy teams will set off at designated times, complete a patrolling course, unknown distance, but between 5 to 10 miles long, with 35-pound dry weight rucks. And along the route, there are stations that they will have to complete specific Lightfighter tasks, i.e. Answering questions from the Ranger Handbook, or demonstrating proper techniques for rappelling or crossing a one-rope bridge, or floating the rucksack, etc. But that is a Lightfighter Challenge, and it is expected to run until about noon on Sunday. At that point, we're all indexed and everybody should be able to get out of there. The second event of the year, guys, is going to be another Lightfighter Patrol Field Exercise, an FTX. Again, these run 36 hours. They start 7 p.m. Friday, so you have to be there earlier than 7 p.m. on Friday, and they last until 7 a.m. on Sunday. This event, this Lightfighter Patrol Field Exercise, is going to be May 22nd and 24th. We are calling this LPFX number 5. Although it is the first one of the year, we're just numbering them as they go sequentially. We hosted 4 last year, so the first one of this year will be number 5, and then the following one this year will be number 6. The third event of the year in 2026 is going to be in the midst of summer, but do not worry. It is going to be a battlefield technology focused event. We will pop some tents up, find some good shade, pitch ourselves a nice bivouac on a hill, and then we're going to be talking specifically over emerging battlefield technology. Whether this be utilizing radios, mesh networks, LoRa, or using SDRs or fox hunting radio signals, or implementing drones in the field, or implementing thermal technology or night vision technology, sensing and detecting. This is what this whole event is going to be focused on. It's not going to be 10 miles of hiking up the Ozark Hills. It is just going to be a technology event where we hang out around campsite and have some focused learning stations and events. Again, this is August 8th and 9th, midst of summer. You guys can, again, arrive early on Friday for a little community camp out. And then finally, our last event of 2026, guys, this is going to be October 16th and 18th, and this is another Lightfighter Patrol Field Exercise, or a 36-hour FTX. Again, these begin, StartX is at 7 p.m. 1900 on Friday before the event. So October 16th, it will be in StartX. So you've got to be there before then, and all the coordinating instructions for arrival and all your team information will be distributed well in advance if you sign up for these events. So let's talk real quick about how to get involved and how to sign up for one of these events. If some of this sounds like it suits your fancy, that is awesome, because it suits my fancy too. The best way to find out more is to go to our website, lightfightersAnonymous.com. Click around through there. There's not too much content on the website. What it really direct you to is a join us page on the back. You can fill out a form, or which will basically get you linked to our Discord. Right now, we're using primarily Discord as kind of our group chat function. Now, don't be too afraid. This is not the Wild West of Discords. This is a heavily moderated Discord for people who are part of this community and want to talk about this community only. So from this Discord group channel or chat, you guys can meet a lot of the group members there. And receive an invite. That's pretty much as simple as it comes. Any current active member, any patched member, is allowed to bring another participant to an event. So the easiest way to come out is know somebody who's already coming out. If you don't know anybody who's coming out, that's fine. Join our Discord and chat with some of the guys, and you'll get an invite. It's that simple. Don't be a weirdo. Other than that, guys, this is not exclusivity for exclusivity's sake, and we're not trying to keep the Fed boys out. We're not doing anything illegal. We don't talk about anything illegal. This is just because some people are serious about training and want to better themselves, and some people just want to bump gums on the internet, and that's fine either way. But Lightfighters Anonymous is a real life community where we go out and we have a great time and we do some cool stuff. So if that sounds like it's fun to you, check out lightfightersanonymous.com. Lastly, I want to thank all you guys one more time, all you guys out there on YouTube. Thank you for your view, your click. I appreciate that. That is showing support. Your like and your subscribe means a lot to me as well. If you guys want to find out more, go to the website and join the Discord. Everyone who has came out to an event last year in 2025 and everyone who is working hard to come out to an event in 2026, much love and respect to you guys. You guys are making my dreams come true, and I hope this is fun for you guys as it is for me.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will we roam. Yo ho, all hands, hoist the